Here
Chad.
we go.
Listen, I know people want to see this. They want to watch the situation happen. But Aaron, like, I'm not going to let you get off on this. Like Ray DeVito's bullshit interview you did with him. And by the way, that interview was dog shit.
Oh, it's terrible.
I know you're no, but you were like, no, it's great. Ray did a great job. No, he didn't.
Well, why do you think I think Ray did a great job? It's because I looked fucking good in it.
But everybody,
from my perspective, Ray did a great job because I didn't come off looking like a total asshole.
Yeah,
like
but he
wanted me to.
Yeah, but he bitched out and he has to this day he has no idea why that interview was what it was. But you're not going to charm me in your situation.
Why are you mad at me that he looked like a bitch?
No, I'm just saying you've been a complete asshole to me the whole time for months. Like I didn't even want to learn your name. You did 37 videos about me, and I was like, I don't want to know who this fucking guy is. I don't know who you are.
I think I did 3 or 4 before you responded.
No, dude, go look at the receipts.
Sure?
They're there. Aaron, they're there.
I'll take your word for it. We had a lot of fun.
You were relentless. You had. I didn't want that. I was going through a dark time during my. You piled on because you wanted to get in bed with Kumia and Carl the whole fucking time. By the way, Aaron, how did that work out with Carl, who's using you? You're the new stuttering John, bro. You're the new stuttering John.
Oh, I wish I had the audience. No, Chad, well, I think I said to you, Kevin, I said, have Chad on. He deserves to gloat a little bit. Yeah, I'm eating a shit sandwich on some of that stuff, Chad.
But you were a complete asshole. I never knew who you were. I had no clue. I didn't want to know.
What do you want me to say? That I wasn't a dick and I didn't shit on you a lot? Of course. Yes, I did.
I knew you were an amateur. And by the way, with all due respect to April, she sucked on your show. She's terrible. I know you're like, oh,
that's not even true. And first of all, who gives a shit?
Bad. She was bad, dude.
So you're complimenting
she sucked.
So you're complimenting our managerial decisions then? No.
But you were like, oh, she's so good for radio and all this. By the way, first of all, it's not radio, it's YouTube. Any fucking loser can do this.
What do you want me to say?
Fucking Ray DeVito right now is doing this. Any loser can do YouTube.
You want me to look at my wife and go, you know what? Chad's right. You fucking suck.
Why did you bring her on? Why? Leave her at
Why
the
do you
fucking
think
factory.
she brought her on? Because she's a lady. People like looking at women. They like to jerk off.
She wanted to work on the show. She's my wife. She hated the job she had. We were able to bring her on, so I did. Thought I was doing her. I thought I was.
So you think husband-wife radio is great radio?
No,
that's the worst.
You just said it's not radio. You said it's YouTube
or whatever it is.
Chad, no. Obviously, I mean, I know you don't watch my show. That's fine. I wouldn't expect you to. But
no, obviously, I do. Clips.
I've been saying
my lost interest. Everyone else out there, thank you.
My lost interest is fantastic. But as far as once she decided she was done, I did admit the impact. I'm never going to work with a partner or a spouse again. It was a big mistake on my part. Massive mistake. I heard her cries of woe about her job, and I wanted to help.
I said that from day one. It was a terrible mistake.
Chad,
how
many times have I said on my show, well, Chad sure did get a W on this one.
Aaron, do you remember where you're like, Carl has stuttering John. Chad's all mine. He's all mine. Carl, how did that work out, dude? Are you in with Kumia now? What do you have? 4 episodes on Compound Media now, bitch? 4? E-Rock got you at 3 subscribers. Well, how much did you get paid from Compound Media? How much did you get paid from Compound Media? How much did you get?
What? Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
I just fucking screamed for a minute.
No, Chad, I don't know.
Kevin, quit protecting him like you do Stevie Lou.
Chad,
Stop
I don't know why, but I don't know why you're shouting. I'm not arguing any of the points you're making. Yes, it was a disaster to have my wife on my show. Oopsie daisy. We move on. We live, we learn. I shit on you a lot. Accurate. Yes, I shit on you a lot.
Well, wait. So you think the show is better with Johnny Rockets than with your wife? I mean, Johnny Crutches. Now
you know the spot you've just put me in. Somebody's feelings have to get hurt.
Yeah, a Gimp's. But my point is, you're saying Johnny Rockets is better on Aaron's show than his beautiful ex-wife?
No, he's a fucking muppet. He's a loser. Aaron, you found losers to be your co-host. Bottom line, your show stinks.
You don't pay a lot. He's not going to get Opie and Anthony.
Would you like to?
But he thinks he
$50 a
is.
day.
He thinks he's Opie and Anthony. You're not. You're on YouTube, bro. Your
Did I-
radio career is
We're
done.
all on YouTube.
I know. I never thought I was a radio guy. Aaron thinks he's a radio guy. He's
Chad, you always
not.
say you're a radio guy.
No,
Yeah,
I
you
said I
do-
got a job
Chad,
on
in
radio.
In
and I got
fairness, you
fired.
do talk about Chad. You talk about your radio shit a lot.
No, I just talked about when I had a radio gig,
Yeah.
an actual radio gig. And by the way, Aaron, I didn't have to sell ads to be on the radio. I had an actual radio job.
The selling ads thing, I would recommend for
200.
any radio person. It puts a fuck ton of money in your pocket. You do a 4-hour show. You got the rest of the day to do fuck all.
Pay
Go
to
make some
play,
free
bro.
money.
I didn't realize Preston and Steve, Opie and Anthony, Todd and Tyler had to pay ads to get on the radio.
I don't know if
bro.
you know this. I don't know if
Okay,
you know
we
this.
can't
Chad.
debate
St.
this. We
Cloud,
can't
Minnesota
debate.
doesn't pay Preston and Steve money, my man.
We can't debate radio rules here.
Todd and
We
Tyler,
can't.
let's go through the fucking ropes of people that are affiliate from Rover to
How
everybody.
dare you, as
You
a radio
paid-
person, how dare you, as a radio person, make more money and gain a new marketable skill like sales? That's for gays.
You're a sales guy, dude. You're not a radio guy, Aaron. You're not.
No,
You're
I'm
not a radio guy.
absolutely- yeah, I'm a
You
radio
are
guy.
a sales
Well,
dude,
Chad,
and you
Chad.
want to work me over like you
both.
did Ray DeVito. It's not working. Rat
It's
me.
the Ray DeVito. What are you talking about? Wait, you're an idiot. Wait, you think you're going back to the Ray DeVito interview with Steel Toe?
Chad,
First
that
of all,
was
you're not
over.
doing the interview show, Chad. This is not your show. It's my show.
With all due respect,
Oh,
How
thank
old-
you.
Don't
Wait,
say all due-
every
don't say all
question
due
should be
respect.
asked with all due respect.
You don't mean it.
how old are your children? Old.
We're not
ages. You know
talking
what I
about
mean?
children.
Let's not.
Okay,
How
no.
old
Well,
are
I,
your children?
okay, because the only reason I bring that up is because Aaron, let me
Because you're a
remind you something.
creep.
No. I know you want to defend Aaron here, Kevin.
He's a guest on the show. Yeah, you're bringing back the Ray DeVito interview?
Let me
Who
tell you
gives a
this.
fuck?
Both of you motherfuckers, you're like, oh, we were just having fun. You and your fucking bullshit ex April, that fucking loser, you sat here and
Allegedly.
you made fun of my 9-year-old brother who was murdered and killed by a car. A picture.
It's not
your-
murdered.
Now, was that hilarious?
No,
Was
you
that
guys-
hilarious?
You guys
Aaron,
made jokes about
Aaron,
it on the
was
movie.
that
Don't
hilarious?
now, bitch. Don't
Picture
play
your
bitch now,
kid.
bitch.
Chad,
Don't
he wasn't
put me down.
murdered. He wasn't murdered. He was murdered by a car that was in neutral.
Yeah, Chad, you brought it up as a
Picture-
point of
Three
material.
children right now.
You
Picture your
brought it up.
child. Is that
If I
hilarious?
brought it up on my show and said, "Hey, my kid died this way." Guess what? Unfortunately, because I brought it up for material, that now becomes fodder for the rest of the internet. It belongs to them. When you bring shit up online, when you bring shit up publicly on your show, you've now invited that criticism. That's why the next time I have a girlfriend, a wife, or whatever, she doesn't get mentioned on the show. She doesn't get talked about, nothing, because I don't want her to become a public figure that can then get hurt by the kind of bullshit internet show that I do.
Do you feel sorry for anything you said about Chad or Chad's brother?
Off the top of my head, it's pretty brutal to make the dead brother jokes, but I will say this: if I were Chad, I wouldn't have brought him up for material on Misery Loves Company.
Yeah, I don't think he brought it up for material.
Kevin, stop this Xing me out bullshit. It's fucking.
Yeah, I
nonsense.
can't have that. Chad, we're already got way behind on Super Chats. I can't
Who
have
gives
you
a fuck?
screaming about the Ray DeVito interview.
It's
How
not about
the
that. No,
David
it's about
Frost
my.
interview. We're not going back that far. You
I'm trying
said
to
don't
make
live in the past.
Kevin, I'm trying to make a fucking point. What if I brought up your stupid kids and came up the next day about them getting killed? Is it
They're
hilarious?
not dead.
You're
What
not
if I
dead.
did? Is it
He said
hilarious?
that's why I took you off
Is
so I
it
could answer the question.
hilarious?
Chad,
If I
it's-
brought up your kids
it's
getting
fair-
killed,
Chad,
is that
it's-
funny to you?
Chad, it's not funny to me. They're my kids, but it might be funny to somebody else. It's fair game. It's public
No,
information.
it's not. I shared a moment. It wasn't a situation of comedy. It was just something. And you were, me and April were going to have a good time with this.
Aren't
Now
you the
look at
one-
you, bitch. Look
aren't
at you,
you the-
bitch.
Aren't you the one-
37, 2 marriages, 3
All right,
kids.
calm down. Calm down.
30s.
Calm down.
X me out, Kevin.
2 more spouses and 3 more kids than you got, my man. I'm winning the race.
Win.
I'm winning the race. I'm winning the race. I'm going to get 4 or 5 of them just so I can have 4 or 5 more than
Win.
Chad. But Chad, it's all public. You're the one who told me, "Oh, bitch, you bring your wife on. I can say whatever I want. I'm going to fuck her. I'm going to fuck her." That's tasteless. That's terrible. That's a shitty thing to say. But guess what? It's allowed.
I said it because you were sniping me. I saw you sniping me. You were trying to do a fucking Opie and Anthony bullshit.
We all have justifications why we do shit. It doesn't mean it's a nice thing to say. It's
I wanted to fuck up
say.
your live stream, and you had no idea what to do after that. In fact,
and
your
I wanted
wife,
to shit on you and make you mad.
And guess what? April was like, "Hey, do you
And
think
it
Chad
worked.
you think Chad has good dick?" She said that. It's on video. Do you
that's a
think Chad
rhetorical.
has good dick.
Chad, that's a
Watch
rhetorical
it.
question. We all know the answer is no.
Go watch that, and you're like, "Oh, I don't know." It's there. What are you going to do? How are you going to spin this one? It's there. It's documented. What are you going to do?
Yes, it's documented. It's on there.
Yeah. Now, what's your next thing? How are you going to do this?
I'm the one who said that everything you say is okay to say. You're the one who's sitting there clutching your pearls and going, but if it's a young boy and he gets hit by a car, don't fucking bring it
Clutching
up.
my
bitch.
pearls. Dude, you came at me unprovoked. I didn't even want to know your name. To this day, I don't even want to know you.
Okay, just say you're
But
sorry.
you were
and
so
we'll move on.
persistent. You tried to pile on to get in bed with Carl from Who Are These Podcasts. How is that working out
Chad,
for you?
Chad, I'm sorry I teased you.
You did. You wanted, dude. I go look at the show titles. You
Chad,
came in personal, dude.
I'm
You
sorry
came in
I
personal.
teased.
And guess what? When I
What the
when
fuck
I
do you want me to say? I'm not apologizing. I'm not saying I'm sorry. I
When
said what
you-
I said. I did what I did. I did a show. I moved the fuck on.
and when I sold your ex-wife's book, and a lot of them, trust me, you guys, oh, he's gone too far. And guess what?
Chad.
That money went to your fucking kids. I did that.
Chad, you are a saint, and I think everyone recognizes it. You did a wonderful gift for me and my family.
You're not going to twist this on me. You're not pulling Ray DeVito on
You
me. I'm
just
not
tried
like,
to
oh
put a card
shit,
like, I help
shucks,
you.
let's do
I
a
help
show
your
together.
kids.
I thought
Shucks,
you weren't going to
let's do a
harp
show
on the Ray
together.
DeVito thing.
Chad, you
Let's
just
do it.
tried to say that you
Oh,
helped my
golly.
kids. I'm thanking you for helping my family so much.
Aaron's my
Like, you're real-
friend. He's my buddy. He's my buddy.
Chad, you're altruistic as fuck. You're a good dude.
Aaron's my buddy. Let's do a show together.
I should go back on Ray's show. You think it would be good?
All right, that's lame. Read your super chats, Kevin. This sucks. It's a waste of time for everybody.
Well, you're so angry.
I'm not angry. I'm great. I'm on vacation. I almost said the end word.
Please have a fucking set of balls right now and you finish that sentence.
Yeah, so I can get a show on Compound Media. How did that work out for you?
I tell you, things are tight right now, Chad. Things are tight. You might
You
not
and
get it.
E-Rock, huh? Yeah.
have
I'm
you
in bed
heard
with
from-
E-Rock. Yay,
Have you-
E-Rock is my
Have you
friend.
heard from? You want to argue the whole time about what? That he
Dude,
came
I
at
didn't
you.
talk for when the show started. I didn't talk for 10 minutes, and then I talked, and now you don't want me to talk. Okay, I won't talk.
Yes, I shit on him a ton. We knew that coming in. I said shit about his brother. Yes, we knew that coming in. He said shit about my wife. He said shit about my ex-wife. He did the book thing. It's like he did low down, dirty, low blow shit. I did dirty, low down, low blow shit. It's the gutter of YouTube. All is fair in love and war. I learned that the hard way, and now we can have fun doing it.
Okay, but who started it?
Me.
Okay, and you started to impress E-Rock and Kumia and
No.
Carl.
I started it because I thought too many people were doing the stuttering John horse shit. And then on, I believe it was R Cringe. Chad showed up on R Cringe, and I used that as a site for show prep. And I can't, God damn, for the life of me, I can't remember what the clip is. But he tried to inject himself into the stuttering John stuff. And so we made fun of him for that. And the video did really well. So obviously we had just started out on YouTube like 5-6 months earlier. So we caught traction with that video. And naturally I said, well, let's just keep watching this guy. Let's keep an eye on him. Let's watch clips. And if he does embarrassing shit, we'll make fun of him. And luckily for us, Chad says and does a lot of embarrassing shit.
And Chad, to be fair, was going through a dark time then, and he did get into a lot of skirmishes. And that's why, it's like, oh, did Melton just make fun? Kevin said skirmishes.
Okay, but like I'm going through a tough time now. That's not an excuse for me to go, oh, don't pick on me. Don't make fun of me. People are allowed to rip me the fuck apart if they want to, and they do.
Dude, Kevin, if you X me out again, I'm done. I don't want to do I know you like the control and it's your show, but I'm not
I can't
going
have you
backstage.
yet. Time.
Yeah, I'll just stop talking then, like I did in the beginning. But stop putting me backstage.
No, you weren't talking that you were complaining about not
I'll just
talking.
leave. Kevin, I'll just leave. I don't need this. I'm on
Okay,
fuel.
all right.
Just
So
X me
whatever
out.
the fuck-
You and so can jerk each other off. There's 1,500 people here for a reason, dog.
Because of you?
No, because of this situation. A year and a half brewing of me and this douchebag.
You think Melton had something to do with your marriage dissolving?
Oh God, no. Oh,
I disagree. Melton's a creep. He's an obsessive creep, and I think he definitely affected April's.
I'll say this: Chad had more to do with my marriage falling apart than Patrick Melton ever did.
Yay! While you're doing cocaine and Molly, I actually defended you with Carl, who recklessly said all this stuff. He said meth and cocaine, and I defended you. And then he come out and you're like, "Yeah, we did cocaine and Molly." I'm like, "Oh shit!"
No, Chad. First of all, because I got to be careful with this. I said I did that, not we.
I know what you're doing. You're protecting yourself to make her look bad. I get it. She did it. I'm gonna go on record. Your ex-wife April did cocaine and Molly with Ricatora, whatever the fuck his name is, the lawyer.
And I'm saying
drug addicts.
You can say whatever you want. I'm saying I did it.
And they're drug addicts, and that's what I'm saying. Take me to court. Aaron, I want to remind you of this. This is how reckless you are. You were coming after me, and I didn't want to start anything. I was going through shit. I was already dealing with Kumia. I was dealing with Chrissy, Carl. I was just dealing with all this shit. Even my friend Gino, who I had a personal relationship with prior to this, and I didn't want to deal with you. You look like a Johnny-come-lately pile-on guy, which you were. And Melton was following me on social media. I hadn't talked to that fucking guy in a year. And he saw what we were doing. That's how he got involved. He butted himself into it.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. So he had if you didn't come after me, none of us would know who Melton is. So you did this.
Oh wait, so because
Melton's not really a hair on anyone's ass though. Like he's just kind of a
Steel Toe. Because Steel Toe was going after Chad, then Melton noticed it, and then he started watching Steel Toe every fucking day.
Because he saw the money coming in, he saw what we were doing. He wanted to get involved with all of this. Now he's involved with this, and he acts like he's some expert. He's been involved with this. He acts like now him and Carl are buddies. They're doing Hackamania. He's doing shows with Pat Dixon. It's embarrassing. It's a joke. Steel Toe, I'm going to tell you this right now, Aaron. My cousin last Thanksgiving goes, "Who is Steel Toe?" I was embarrassed to say some guy from Minnesota. I didn't want to tell him who you were. It was embarrassing.
Talking about you worked. It got me attention.
I didn't want to know you. I still don't.
I wouldn't either if a guy was shitting on me.
You shouldn't, but you had no reason to. I never met you.
We did one video on
you. Who cares? Who cares how it happened? I never met you.
We did.
I never met Carl either. Carl's a piece of shit. So now I want to meet his mom. I still don't want to meet Carl. I want to meet his mom.
I hadn't met Gino before I shitted on him. Which like, should I shake hands with you first and then go back home and go, "Oh, this guy's a fucking asshole"?
But
I mean, the timeline really isn't important. The fact of the matter is, Melton is a fucking hunchback hack.
Hey, Aaron, to quote Robert Downey or Robert De Niro in a movie, "You blew it." Don't you quote movies every fucking time?
I love quoting movies, and that's Adam.
It's so but they're like obscure movies. No one's ever fucking heard of them. Stop it.
Right,
Sam
but
V.
That was Adam Sandler quote, by the way.
Somebody sent me a screenshot from March 10th, 2023. It says, from you, by the way, Aaron. This is you.
I saw this on Twitter when you doxed my parents' house.
Was that your parents' house?
Yes, Chad. That's what
I had no idea. People sent it to me. I had no clue. So
Chad said he said he didn't know for sure, and he didn't give out the address. He just took a picture.
I didn't give out the address. So you were going to
know how the internet is, though. You can find those.
I know. I'm not defending him. I'm just saying that's what Chad said.
I'm just saying that in general.
You said you wanted to take me to court.
No, I should have been more clear. Right. If anything happened to my parents' house, yes, I would have pressed charges 100%.
Aaron, why did you have the guy at Stoney's jump me in Yale Kumia's country?
You know what? I told Cheetos that I was going to talk to you about this. Why, Chad? Why the fuck did you do that to poor Cheetos? He's a good guy. He's a business owner. He didn't deserve that.
I loved every minute of it. It was great.
Okay, but wait a minute. Would you have come clean about that not being true had people not calling bullshit immediately?
Eventually, because it was obviously a lie. It was like it was such an obvious lie.
You sold it pretty hard. I think if you could have gotten away with it, you would have.
Oh, like someone's gonna find it. I know the internet at this point. They're gonna find.
Wait. So what are you guys debating? What happened? The guy from Stoney's didn't do it.
He jumped me.
Would you like to take this time to apologize to Cheetos?
No, he jumped me in Yale Kumia's country. Were you supposed to go to DabbleCon? Carl was your buddy. I'm a piece of shit. You were at Comfort House. What happened to that? Where's your buddy at?
First of all, some of those things are still true. Carl and I may not be buddies, but you are still a piece of shit, in fairness.
Let me ask you this. How come you had Corey Adam on your show and Nick Swartz has never fucking heard of you? You had him on your show for 6 years. He's never heard of you.
I never had Nick Swartzen on my show.
But why hasn't it just become, if you were such a big radio guy in Minnesota, how come that wasn't on Nick's radar? He had no clue who you were. And I asked him, you have no idea. He's like, no, he knew.
Yeah,
Tom
but I had
Bernard.
no clue who Melton was, and Melton was a comic for 30 years allegedly.
Right.
So how do I not know Melton if he basically started podcasting?
So Nick Swartzen was supposed to hear of my show in St. Cloud, Minnesota?
But you said you were huge in Minnesota. You said you were huge.
We had big numbers in our market, absolutely.
You were like 200th in the market. Like nobody was listening. It was on a shitty signal.
I said in our market, we had huge numbers. What do you want?
It was a shitty signal.
I guess
it was what, 100,000?
Okay, we're not going to argue signals. I mean, come on. Was it 50? Was it 50,000 watts? Who cares?
You should have been on a CB. You could have been on a CB.
Oh my God. Mr. Kill, Chad said that he was going to fuck my wife. Fair game, right? Right? Chad should his mouth or eye, and still till I hope Mr. Medicor lives forever.
I 100% said that because I knew he was sniping me. When he says, I don't snipe shows, I think sniping's gay. You would do it to me all the time. And I knew you were doing it, so I said the most shocking thing. And then you said I was going to rape your wife.
Well, I mean, you did say you were going to fuck her. She said, no, I don't want to fuck Chad. And then you kept
she didn't say that.
So then it was funny. It was funny to put you on the back foot like that and say that. I thought it was funny. Chad, we said nasty, horrible fucking shit about each other. It was all fair game.
But no, I wasn't looking for that fight. I wasn't trying to fight you.
I thought you and Mr. Kill squashed it.
But no, I don't care about him right now. I wasn't trying to fight you. I didn't want to know you. I was
right. I took a shitload of cheap shots at you.
Tons, and it was relentless. Relentless. And then when I snap back, we're like, we're moving on. Chad doesn't know how to do this. Yes, I do. I fought way bigger shows than you. I fought Rover's Morning Glory when I had 19 affiliates across the country, and I had that private my Twitter. You were nothing. You were nothing. Oh, I wasn't on a show. I was never on a show. I was on my own show, and you're like, he was a third mic stunt boy. You're like famous quote that Carl says now.
I mean, what was the name of your show?
I was a legitimate host of a show that made over 100,000 a year, which you never did. You had to sell fucking ads to be on the radio. I had a radio agent. I had insurance. You had none of that, dog.
What was the name of the show you hosted?
It was called the Alan Cox Show because
that's Alan Cox's show.
But they wanted to make our names, but he didn't want it. And I'm like, okay, I don't give a fuck. I don't have an
ego like you. Power to get your name on your show.
Because I wasn't a radio guy. He saw me open for Daniel Tosh, and he was just like, oh, you want to do the radio? I'm like, cool. I was just happy for the gig. Did
you fill in when Bill Squire left, or did he come after you?
He came way after me. They had the girl fill in for me, and then he came on as an hourly employee.
Okay.
How do you know Bill Squire? That's weird.
Because I did stand up with Bill Squire a couple times.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird. Oh, it actually makes sense.
He was on the Yoder loop, and he came through the place.
Okay. Makes sense. Okay, yeah.
All right, now you guys found common ground. That's beautiful.
No,
this is so gay.
It was just odd. Why were you trying so hard to get in with Chrissy Mayer, Kumi, and those guys? It's like they're fucking.
Oh, Chad, I was a huge. You're right about one thing. I'm not ashamed of this. I was a huge Opie and Anthony fan, and the chance to work with Anthony, I would have taken. I take any day of the week.
Opie and Anthony are nobodies at this point. Both of them, they're fucking nobodies.
Well, parts.
Well, yeah, Michael Jordan can't play pro basketball anymore either, but you still like him. Anthony was
he's not doing a show at Live at Gephardt's.
Yeah, guess what? Give me a show with Louis C.K., Bill Burr, Jim Norton, Patrice O'Neal, and let me see if it works. Maybe it will.
Yeah, but the show was working before any of those clowns showed up, Chad. So that disproves your point.
Yeah, that was in the fucking 90s.
Who's living in the past now? The show was working before they met that fat fuck Patrice.
But it's not even. It doesn't work anymore. It's over.
Yeah, they're not doing it together anymore.
10 years.
Anthony's not working right now. He's on YouTube, and you make more. You get better numbers than he does.
Aaron, how much money do you think attacking Chad cost you with people turning on you, other shows adapting super chats, etc.?
I don't know, but I think attacking Chad was actually made us more popular. What happened was when April didn't like what Chad was saying and got me to stop going after Chad. That definitely cost us because I looked like a bitch. But at the same time, I'm going to take my wife not wanting to do something over some internet beef. So did it weaken me? Yeah, it weakened me. But that's another lesson. That's another lesson I learned, though. Don't bring your spouse, girlfriend, whatever, into show world because women get targeted a lot easier and they're more sensitive and it doesn't work out. I would have.
Let me ask you this:
I would still be doing the dozens today if that hadn't happened.
Wasn't the dumb cunt saying don't ever stop doing this to him? To me,
I would never. Now, Chad, I would never say that she's a dumb cunt, but she did say that. Yes. How about the fact that April and I busted on you for credit cards for fuck ever, and now she's in jail?
Yeah. How many times did you use my arrest mugshot as your pick for YouTube?
Oh, Chad, don't make me count things that are too numerous. I don't have enough hands and feet.
Where's the Stony graphics? $20 to get you a $50.
Hold on. Let me get you your there. There you go. There's the Stonies. Chad, say you're sorry to Cheetos right now.
Never. He jumped
Fucking
me.
apologize, you bastard.
No, he punched me in the face. Said, "Don't fuck
You
with
know
Cumia."
that horse shit, Chad. You fucking apologize.
No, it happened. Let me ask you this because you came at me relentlessly for a long time before I responded.
What?
But I finally
Still?
came back at you. What was the one thing that did it for you where you're like, we're done, we're moving on, April couldn't handle it? What was the thing that
Who's
happened?
sending you these questions, Chad?
For April, it was the you talking about the fucking her thing, and then like Twitter, she'd go on her Twitter and people were like, you're gonna fuck Zumock and this and that. She didn't like that.
Man, why are you smiling?
I remember that, and look, that's kind of where I was like, oh shit, I want to keep going after this because I knew the internet well enough. I didn't know it very well then, but I knew that I had to stop because she didn't want me to do it anymore. But I also knew I was going to be fucking eaten alive for it. So that kind of sucked because I don't know if you could tell, but I was having a pretty good time. I think you were having a pretty good time.
I wasn't.
And I thought, come on, you leaned in after a while.
I didn't want to.
The mud shark gimmick doesn't exist without me.
I mean, I started making money after it. Like I didn't, but I wasn't looking for it. I was dealing with other shit. I was dealing with.
I understand that, but eventually you had fun with it. The Stonies thing and everything like that.
Then when I was selling your ex-wife's book, I was having a blast. That was great.
Right. So we ended up having fun, and then you fucking had the mud shark gimmick, and you're welcome.
The ultimate troll. I don't care what you say. When I sold over 100 units of your ex-wife's book, is great.
And look, Chad,
How do you know how many units you sold?
If I didn't have a wife sitting next to me at the time that fucking hated the ex-wife, I would have thought it was a hilarious move. But I had to be upset about it because I'm trying to keep my home in order.
Jim Florentine bought your ex-wife's book.
Fuck Jim. Jim and I opened for Jim once, and he was so much fun. He hung out with my girlfriend at the time and me, and he was like, come on, why do you have to take him home? Let him drink a little longer. And he was a really nice guy, and I fucking loved Jim Florentine. He was on my show. And I can't believe he bought my ex-wife's book. That fucking turncoat. That son of a bitch.
He's
trying to help her. He's trying to help her.
He's like, I bought his ex-wife's book. I go, you did? He goes, yeah, I did.
My girlfriend at the time bought me Jim's book and gave it to me as a gift. God,
wow, small world.
I can't believe it.
The Real Stonies is a member.
That's him, though. That's actually Cheetos. Now, Chad, he's watching. Fucking apologize.
No, he beat the shit out of me.
Apologize for getting in his fist's way.
He beat him up.
If you wouldn't have been talking shit, he wouldn't have beat the shit out of you.
Send me a gift card.
Hey, Chad, for the Steel Toe 10th anniversary, we're doing the roast of Aaron Imholte. If we come up with a dollar amount that you'll come up here for it, I'll give you a Stoney's gift card.
That's the fucking payment?
Well, we're going to pay you to come up, too. But, yes, we'll also give you a Stoney's gift card as a pot sweetener.
I wouldn't mind doing that. I'm not going to lie.
We'll talk.
I wouldn't mind doing a roast of you. That'd be fantastic.
You send me a price. We'll put it together. Chad, Saturday, August 10th.
We're going to find out some shit.
Stoney's.
Is this Stoney's?
There's nothing he could have done with that would have been bad.
Huh?
If he called Stoney's.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
shit. What did they say, Chad? Kevin had you muted.
No, what? You can't get in trouble, Kevin. It's fine.
I thought you were calling Gino.
No,
Then I heard. So I was ready to. drop you off anywhere. And then I heard Stoney's. I'm like, all right.
The gift cards work there.
Oh, there you go.
Chad, come up with a price. Come do a roast.
Miami Loco. What does Aaron think of Chad's April imitation?
Chad, hit me with the April imitation.
Thank you very much. I love Steel Toe. I love Aaron. I don't know. I'm off.
Pretty good.
It's not as good as it's not as good as your Carl.
What are you talking about? KB, can I come on the show? Aaron, why do you think Steel Toe's or why do you think Mersh is something? He's not.
I don't think Mersh is some. I think Revenge of the Sis is a good show. That's about what it is. I think it's a good show. I think they're funny. Chad, you want to co-host on Monday?
Yeah, you should have Chad as a co-host.
We still got a ways to go, buddy.
No, imagine Melton would lose his shit if you guys work together on Mondays.
Chad, I can't take
Call it Melton Mondays. Do Mondays mornings with
with all due seriousness, dude. Deal with your personal shit first before we talk.
That's coming from Chad. That's coming from Chad with his 80-page criminal history, allegedly. Beans, so glad you guys didn't wind up trading laughs and inviting each other to shows like Melton said you would.
What?
Melton's always like, I predicted it. I predicted it. What a fucking loser.
Who gives a shit if he predicted it? Oh no, they screamed at each other for a half
hour. We did. And then you get tired of screaming, and then it's like not good radio, even though this is not radio.
Not only that,
Chad
and I can still hate each other's guts and go, wow, wouldn't it be really good business if Chad came to if we got Chad out to do a roast?
Or a wedding.
The fans would go fucking bananas over that.
And Mr. Kill Everything and Chad squashed the beef for one show, and now they're back at it again. So that's how it goes sometimes.
Let's make everybody happy. Chad, go fuck yourself.
All right, we did it. Great job, everybody.